would say I'm actually the opposite. It's always been like every time I've hooked up with a girl, it's always been just like a one and done, one off.
Well, that means you're not lesbians.
Yeah, it means you're a tease. Is what that means.
Fuck you.
You guys are recording on both, so
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
We should do a clap so that because editing this would be way easier.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right. There it is.
Look at that. We clapped the shit out of it.
All right. So yeah, welcome to the Doggy's Mouth.
Hey, we're here. We're back.
Yeah.
We're upstairs again because there's events going on. Someone's having a baby.
Slash quinceanera.
Yes, it's a baby shower slash quinceanera.
That's the only way quinceanera should be.
That's right.
Or
my baby is showering. It's 16 years old.
Imagine it's just like a full on baptism going on down there.
That'd be
like
crazy.
A religious
they brought
one?
the thing in with the.
Like,
I went to a baby not a baby shower, a christening a couple weeks ago. It was in upstate New York, and the priest, he was just boasting about the water. Like we all knew what holy water is. There's a room full of Catholics. We all know what holy water is, but he goes under the water. There's a light, a UV light, so there's no bacteria in the water. I'm like, you could have just told us it was God cleaned the water.
I like that he chose the practical.
Yeah.
He was like, no, it's not. There's nothing.
No,
crazy.
he did nothing.
Yeah,
I bought this.
This is science.
I like it. Even the priests are like, no, there's no God. There's just UV lights.
I have a question for Catholics. What makes that water holy? Because Hindus also have holy water, but I want to hear about yours.
Oh, it's just blessed. He just does a thing
Oh
over
yeah.
it.
Okay, same shit.
Yeah, it's like koshers, that kind of deal. It's
It's like halal, but
someone talk to it. That's all it means.
you're clean now, water, and then that's
Right.
it.
Water clean. Actually now Catholic it's about UV lights inside under the water.
Yeah. I don't know if I've talked about this on. I once I don't know what the statute of limitations on this is, but I once punched a girl at a baptism.
Oh wow.
Like,
Okay.
did I ever tell you about this?
What a way to begin.
Well,
Why? Why'd you do it?
she was flicking my ear. I was young. I was like 15.
That was my next question.
Yeah, I was 15. She was probably around the same age. And so my aunt was getting baptized. It was like one of those adult baptisms that are super weird. And this girl behind me in the church was like flicking my ear, and I was like, I'm gonna need you to stop. And I should also preface, I'm very calm. Everybody knows me as a calm person, but back in the day, I had a very, very short temper. I got into so many fights as a teenager. Any little thing, and I was ready to scrap. So,
Wow.
I don't know.
Angry kid.
Yeah, I was very angry. I don't know if because my dad wasn't around or something.
Is it a sexual thing?
Probably. My grandpa did some weird things, but we'll get into that at another later date.
Who didn't?
So she's flicking my ear. I'm like, yo, chill. And then she did it one more time, and she shouldn't have. And I fucking decked her, like
In the face?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I wailed, and I was like, again, I've never been a big guy.
So it was like a girl punishing another girl?
Yeah.
Does that make it okay? I don't know.
Probably not. I mean, I was bigger than she was, but not.
I feel like that's the cusp
yeah,
of like when it's maybe still okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
When you're
that's your
both-
last year to do
Yeah, 15 is when you can stop beating women.
it. Son, you're 15 now. And and I haven't seen you punch no women.
You gotta hang up those gloves. Nah, yeah. So it was.
You're gonna be a man.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, was everyone upset with you?
Very, very much so.
Yeah, I
Very
can
much
imagine.
So. I don't remember if it was like the beginning of. I don't know if my aunt had already been baptized at that point, but it caused quite a ruckus.
What was
Wait,
her
it was your aunt's
reaction?
baptism?
Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, she was stunned. She
She didn't punch you back?
Hell no.
Oh my god.
It's in the house of God.
Dude, she probably just liked you.
Probably,
You
but
fucked that up.
Yeah, it did sound like flirting.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I don't know. Looking back,
I just wanted to kiss him, and then he punched me in the face. I was gonna meet me behind the church at 2:00.
Dude,
Does anyone have a frozen steak?
because I was quick, man. I figured.
yeah, you're posting about it.
You can't listen. Don't
Priya's
step on the
stunned
tracks
right
when the
now.
train's coming through. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I fucking decked her. That shit was Now thinking back, I was in the wrong. I should not have done that. That was
Yeah, no,
that was not a good.
You could have moved your seat.
No, it was a pew. Oh, you mean I could have moved?
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of packed. There was a lot of people in the church.
All right. So
it was a
just
special event, you know.
I'm kind of cycling through every time that I should have definitely gotten punched in the face and didn't.
Have you ever been punched in the face?
That's a good question. Does my sister count?
I guess so.
siblings just fight though.
Siblings just be fighting.
Yeah, I don't have siblings, so like I remember every time I've been punched in the face. I think every guy remembers every time they've been punched in the face.
Oh, me and my brother have wailed on each other because we're close enough in age. He's a little over a year younger. So when we both got big and going through puberty at the same time, we went after each other hard. Like we have pictures of both of us with black eyes and
just feelings. Just a lot of feelings in that house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we were both also angry kids because our dad wasn't there either.
Oh man, we were in Staten Island. Was it last week when we somebody pulled up pictures of his dad's mugshots?
I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god! Wow. Who else would have those, Stan?
Well, mugshots.com. They're all on the internet.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Only because it's Florida. I feel like because we were talking about that. Like Florida, for whatever reason, like I think there's a law or whatever that everything's public information. So you can just. That's why all those Florida Man articles exist because it's just like out there.
It's just hot, and people get their brains fried. Man.
Yeah, I get it.
You react poorly when you're hot.
Yeah. I know. The baptism was when it was hot out.
It was the summer.
Wow. Yeah, it was summer. It was a summer baptism.
And I'm sure we can all figure out a thing that we did in the summer that we're not proud of.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I love James.
Just a case of the tizzies.
I wish he had waved. We should have just stopped and waved. I'm leaving that in, by the way. That's funny. No, yeah. All the dumb shit happens in the heat. Like I had a friend that was locked up upstate, Fishkill, I think, and he was telling me just telling me stories about why he was locked up. He was like, there was a guy who got into a fight. It was the summer. He was so angry that he waited until the winter. They were outside in like the rec area, and he pulled off an icicle and stabbed the guy in the stomach.
Ooh.
Which is smart because it doesn't leave
DNA.
It just melts. So if you ever want to, that's free advice.
Wow.
If you ever want to hurt somebody.
What a grudge, too.
Should I not say that?
No, that's funny.
Yeah, so
that's hilarious. Yeah, you can tell,
melts.
but these people are driving away
You're like
out of hilarity.
It's like a clown car. No.
Okay, so he stabbed with an icicle.
He stabbed somebody. He stabbed the guy with an icicle.
That's crazy.
And
what a grudge you have to hold for that, huh?
That long,
right? I feel like I wouldn't be mad anymore.
No, yeah.
I get over it. I don't
know. I can't think of a single thing that you could do to me that like in 6 months I'm gonna be upset about this
and stab you.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna stab you when it's cold.
Yeah.
So you have to sit there.
It's so funny.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
You ever stab anyone?
I bet you was over like a fruit cup.
Over a fruit cup?
Yeah. Have you ever punched anybody in the face?
Yes.
Not a sibling?
No.
Oh.
It was during high school.
Yes.
But it was like a bitch slap. It wasn't really like girls don't really be punching. We be bitch slapping.
Pulling hair. You guys
Yeah.
pull hair
And claw.
Yeah.
I've seen some bad ones.
Bitch slapped a girl in high school once, and then I also bitch slapped my now ex. But it wasn't over the slap. It was over something else. But yeah, I think those are the 2 times I've.
Did you get hit back?
No, neither time.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
Unchecked.
Privilege.
Hell yeah. Privilege.
Just been going through life slapping people.
I'm trying to think of the last time I hit somebody. It's been a while. I remember the last time I should have hit somebody.
Oh yeah.
Outside of Bowery Electric when I got pepper sprayed.
Oh, you did
What
get pepper.
the fuck?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
should've fucked that
Oh, you
guy.
never heard the story?
You never heard this story?
No.
Tell the tale, Stan. Tell the
Yeah.
tale.
So-
Pop off, man.
It was about a year ago actually. We're coming up on a year.
We gotta do an anniversary party.
Yeah. It was me, my girlfriend, David, and we're just outside shooting the shit. And these 2 guys come up to us, like white guys or whatever, and like one of them had a camera, like on his phone. He had his phone out, and I was like, all right, well, like what's going? Like we didn't pay them any mind, so like we saw them go inside. They came back out, and then the guy was like, hey man, can I ask you a question? I was like, yeah. He's like, where can a nigga borrow $1? And I was like, all right. And I was like,
And he was white.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And I was like, he's like, yo, where can a nigga borrow $1? I was like,
Maybe he wasn't asking for him.
yeah.
Maybe he was asking for someone else.
Like in general, he's like, where can a nigga borrow $1? Like,
Right.
so, so at first we kind of like we ignored it, and he was like, and then my girl got annoyed, and she was like, all right, man, look, it's a Sunday night, leave us alone, just leave, like whatever, go about your business. And then the guy with the camera phone, he was like, nah, we were just asking questions, and then here come this bitch, right? And I was like, oh, that. So I got in the guy's face. He's like, no, chill, and I was like, no, fuck chill. So I went to Deckham, and he pepper sprayed me in the face. So I didn't realize at first. He starts running down whatever 3rd Avenue or whatever Bowery, and I'm like chasing him. And I'm like, why do my eyes hurt? And I'm like, oh fuck, this guy he pepper sprayed me. So I'm running trying to catch him. And I'm like, I can't breathe, and I'm just like, this is. I was angrier because I couldn't catch him, and like at one point I was like, all right, I'm gonna tackle the wrong person and beat somebody up, and I shouldn't do that. So then I went back. There's a 7-Eleven down there. I went and got milk, poured it on my face, inside the bathroom of Bowery Electric, and then I did the roast battle.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, and I won.
Nice.
I did win that battle.
What a day.
The worst part, I'll be honest, we got back. So I was still living at my mom's house, and my girlfriend was living at her place. So we went back to her place, and I showered. There was still dry pepper spray in my hair, and it got in my eye again.
Oh
yeah, it was the worst.
Oh my goodness.
It's
a terrible weapon.
Yeah. The next day, I went to the 5th precinct. I told them nothing ever happened because cops, all cops are bastards, all of them, every single one. I'm sure some of them are nice. I don't know.
Right. There's a literal internet video of it.
Yeah.
You could have done something of you getting pepper spray.
Oh yeah, I have it. I have the video.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
The guy posted it.
They posted it on YouTube. The next morning, I get a text message from a friend of mine. He was like, "Yo, man, there's a video of you getting pepper sprayed on the internet." So that I was over it up until I saw the video, and I was like, "Oh no."
You should edit it together with your roast battle.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Because it's pretty fucking epic.
Yeah.
It's like one of those moments where you realize like who the fuck you really are, like in that split second moment.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I screenshotted the video. I posted it in like all the comedy groups because I was like, hey man, because what happened was he went to earlier that night. Those guys went to what is it called now? Whiskey Cellar, Cellar 77.
I don't know. It's still Buddha.
Yeah, fucking Climate Lounge.
It won't never not be.
So he was there at an open mic fucking with comics. So I was like, yo, if y'all see this dude, y'all see whoever this is, fuck him up. Like, no questions asked. Or I will go to where he's at.
That's a little bit. You're just telling comics to assault a guy.
Yeah.
Just put up wanted posters like around all the open mics
Bounty.
everywhere.
Bounty. I will give you a drink ticket at a show if you beat this guy up.
That is pretty. That's good stuff.
Right?
Did anybody beat him up? Did anything happen?
No.
No confrontations?
No. Comics, they ain't going to do nothing. They probably. Well, the thing is, the video that he's
What if he
in-
runs a show?
the video, you kind of see his face in the video that I'm in. They took it down from YouTube, so I still have the screenshot, but you can't really see his face that well. That's why I went to the cops. I tried to describe him, and they were just like, "All right, well, the cops were useless." I got in contact with a private investigator, sent them the video. They were like, "It's really hard to tell." They tried to track it down to the YouTube channel. And even that was it was hard.
You don't need a PI. You need a sketchy Russian. That's
Honestly,
what you need.
Yeah, that's
someone
all
who'll
you
do it for like a bottle of Georgie.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sure you know somebody who could do that.
Yeah, I mean it's been a year. I don't give a shit anymore.
Do you?
I do.
What if you saw
so
him?
much so? Oh, I would beat the dog shit out of this guy.
There you
swear
go.
If I saw him right now, I would.
You know what? Revenge mindset. Revenge is good for you.
I shouldn't admit what I would do on camera. I feel like that's how you get in trouble.
Yeah, it's all hypothetical.
Yeah, I would hypothetically kick his nuts in. That's what I would do. Like hypothetically, I would kick his teeth in. Hypothetically, I would put him in the hospital.
I have to say, I am very impressed that you ate the pepper spray for like a minute while you were chasing the guy.
That's adrenaline.
Bold move, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was, dude. Because it was like
You thought you were just seeing red.
I was like, because he sprayed me, and I was like, why are you spraying perfume at me, friend? This is not like that's not gonna.
Yeah, that's what it is. Out de toilette.
I thought it because luckily I was wearing my glasses.
Yeah.
So it got.
You were wearing those glasses that had the windshield wipers on too, so you could go.
Like I was so like he got like it was like the corner of my right eye that got most of it, but most of it was like on my glasses. So yeah, that's the last time I should have kicked somebody's ass.
Now rapists everywhere are gonna buy glasses. You know this, right?
You know, those rapists always have bad eyes. They're always wearing glasses.
Yeah, they're gonna start wearing those like Bret Hart fucking like fucking visors.
If you see a man with glasses, walk the other way.
Right? Do you have pepper spray?
I don't, but I kind of feel like I really should.
Probably should.
You
really
like you have
should.
brass knuckles though. Do you have brass knuckles?
No.
No.
Do you have any weapons at all?
I feel I'm in a apartment with a bunch of dudes, and now I'm just like, do I answer that question? I don't have any weapons.
Wow.
Just my just my annoying high pitched fucking voice. That's it. Yeah.
I've heard more annoying and high pitched voices.
Yeah.
No, I think all you can't get pepper spray in New York.
Really?
Like,
It's
you
illegal.
can, but
It's technically illegal to
You
carry.
can get it, but you can't.
How about I don't care?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think people should have something.
I think women should be like, all right, well, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think all women should have guns.
Yeah. Only women should have guns.
Only women should have guns.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if you really boil down to all of life's problems, it's dudes. It's all dudes. Dudes are the worst.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, I feel like we have all the solutions.
Like, even like the women that are batshit they're batshit because of a dude. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene is a psycho because it's probably some dude.
Courtney Love.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the dude shot himself in the face.
Also that.
But which she did. And
did you hear that she's got beef with I think Brad Pitt?
Okay.
Because Brad Pitt keeps trying to make a Kurt Cobain movie without her rights, without like they've got some kind of beef. It's weird. I think it's Brad Pitt. She
probably wants to be like on the writing team.
Yeah.
And she's like, you got to make me look awesome.
Yeah.
Or at least a producer. I mean, I don't know.
There's
It's
some-
the
there- she
bitch's
talks about
life,
it
you
on-
know?
You could just put her name on it and like kind of loosely allude to. You don't even have to allude to her being a shithead or anything.
Yeah.
You could just be like, "This is what happened," and Courtney Love was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that, but
I forgot if it's Brad Pitt, but it's like there's some sort of controversy. She talked about it on a podcast, and I was listening. But there's even recently there's a Pamela Anderson documentary where she talks about how she like basically made no money off of any of that bullshit with the sex tape and like it was obviously. Did you watch that?
Oh, the Hulu
Did you see
show?
Pam and Tommy?
I didn't see it.
I did, yeah.
It's like a lot of it's bullshit.
Is it really?
That's what she says.
You don't think Tommy Lee's penis talked to him?
Oh no, that definitely happened. No, she was like, because the show makes the Seth Rogen guy look good,
Like the hero. Yeah.
When at the end of the day,
Like he was a piece of shit.
yeah, he did break into their safe and steal their sex tape.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's not pretend that like they were great people either.
No, I'm
know,
sure.
like-
Honestly, the TV show paints Pamela to be like a really wholesome, down to earth girl with huge fake tits.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems right.
So does the documentary, really. The funniest part of the documentary to me was the part where she says she talked about Sylvester Stallone offered her like money and a Lamborghini to be like his just like his eye candy, and she was like, no.
Well, you walk with me.
she was like, get out of here, Rocky. The fuck
She
outta
looked
here.
down on him too because he's like 5'5".
How tall is Sylvester Stallone? Is he short?
He's short. He's a little guy.
Oh.
I'll give you 5'7".
We got to do a fact check on this
I
one.
need to know.
We'll have a little bar come down. Nick was wrong. We'll have a Nick was wrong count.
Sylvester Stallone height. Let's see. Sylvester Stallone is, I don't know. It says he's 5'10".
Bullshit.
Because
That guy's not 5'10".
But
You ever
then
seen him
there's
in The
another-
Expendables where everyone's looking down?
There's another website that says he's 5'9", and then there's another one that says he's 5'8". So,
If you
So
go
he's
back
5'7".
further in time.
but like, yeah, it's apparently this says I don't even believe the weight. This says he's He said this says it's between 5'8" and 5'11" and between 185 and 195 pounds. I don't believe any of that.
Wait, so he could be any of those heights
Yeah.
at that weight at
Yeah.
any given time?
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
See what Hollywood does? Never listen to them.
Well, I mean, I guess, you gotta. What if he's wearing heels?
Right. Well, Tom
yeah.
Cruise does that. He has to stand on a box when
Yeah.
he's doing a scene with a woman.
That's why he's always running. That's why he's always because you can't.
Yeah.
It's always like wide shots with him running because you can't really. He's moving too quickly to tell how tall he is.
Right.
Wow.
He's a
Even though we
tiny
know
guy.
he's 5'7".
Yeah.
Tom
That
Cruise is-
scene where he jumps out of a plane, toy plane.
That's why he does all the stunts. He does all the stunts so that people would be like, "Well, I know he's short, but he's crazy."
He is a crazy guy. You remember he jumped on a couch up and down?
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
As
like
he had that woman prisoner. What was her name?
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking sociopath, man.
She did well. She was in Ray Donovan when it got bad.
She was already done with it.
Yeah. You ever watch that show?
No.
Okay. Do you ever watch the
Shriver
Super?
plays a fixer, an LA fixer, like
Fixing
like a-
games or whatever.
No. Like if like a celebrity like kills somebody by accident, he gets rid of the body. Or, like if they have like a drug problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
cleans up famous people's messes.
Huh.
A good movie. Good. I mean,
Yeah.
good show. It did get kind of wild toward the end.
I thought it was just they did Sopranos in L.A. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Yeah, yeah.
They had the same dynamic. It was
It was like Sopranos in L.A. but with Boston people.
yeah.
Oh.
It was like everybody had a Boston accent.
Yeah, it is bizarre. For some reason, all of his brothers live in L.A. and
Yeah.
one has a boxing gym and
And one of them is black. He's got a black brother.
right.
Yeah.
And he's a boxer,
He's
and they
also a
call him
boxer.
Black Irish.
They call.
I think Black Irish is real. There are
Yeah,
Black
that's like
That's a
dark,
thing.
That's
Yeah.
just a dark-haired Irish person.
Oh, is that what that is?
is that
I
what-
think so. Black Irish is like because like most of them are redheads
Uh-huh.
or something, or I don't know. But like I
That's
think
racist.
Black Irish
You
is
can't
just
just
like
say they're all
a
redheads.
brunette. I think that's. I'm pretty sure. I can look that up. Let's fact check this.
Yeah.
What is Black Irish? I should have just said it into Siri.
Yeah.
Black.
This is,
Yeah, no, Tom Holmes definitely fucked Katie. Tom Cruise definitely fucked Katie Holmes up.
oh,
Like mentally.
yeah. Like
You ever seen pictures of her?
She looked like starved and
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she was on drugs for a while, and she wasn't because he wouldn't stand for that. But
So Black Irish is an Irish person or person of Irish descent with dark hair, eyes, and skin, sometimes with disparaging racial overtones. So
Wait.
I think it's a slur.
Black Irish is a slur. Okay, but it just means an Irish guy with dark hair.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Because they were descendants of Spanish traders, apparently, according to this.
and they,
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
because I've met Irish people that I'm just like, you're not Spanish, with like they have like big
yeah,
lips and like you know
Yeah.
what I mean, like
Yeah.
olive skin.
Yeah. Like like Sicilians, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so have you heard Sicilians getting made fun of by other Italians? Have you heard of that?
No.
No, but I would love to.
So Sicily is closest to Africa.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you're from Sicily, like, oh, you're half black, half Italian, which means we get to be mean to you.
Yeah.
That's basically
Like
it.
Othello. Othello was Sicilian. He was a Moor.
Yeah, yeah. And so like my dad's Sicilian. And I guess that makes me Sicilian, but I don't have any of the. He's got some like kind of African features.
He's got big lips.
He's got the nose, and he's got like curly, kind of almost blackish hair.
Yeah.
And the other parts of our family like that are like from like a little bit more up north. They say some shit to him.
Ooh.
Like what?
Well, my great grandmother, she was from Naples,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "Oh, this is look at you. This is how you age. That's the Siciliano in you." Meanwhile, black people don't age that. But it's like
You look fantastic.
she just doesn't know. But
They're actually incredibly racist. So, I went to Sicily. I've been to Sicily.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And before I go anywhere, I always, just do a little quick Google search, like, how racist are they? And Sicily was
smart.
supposed to, I mean,
yeah,
I kind of need to. So, yeah, I looked up and it said that Sicilians are quite racist. But lucky for me, I can somehow pass as a Sicilian.
I can see that.
yeah.
And I didn't get any trouble.
Yeah.
Everybody loved me. It was great.
Yeah. You're just the right. Like if I went, it'd be like, I don't know. Like not you.
Yeah, they'd say something like kind of slick to you,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Well, did you swim here?" And you're like,
Yeah. I know you didn't. Then there's a lot of colorism in India, though, right? Are you Indian?
Yeah, I am Indian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's like a lot of colorism there too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's like people use like bleaching creams.
Yeah, I've heard.
You
about
know?
that. Yeah.
Koreans do that too. I've heard.
Koreans?
Like they get all kinds of surgeries to like get their eyes rounder and bigger
What?
and shit like that. Like
That's wild.
yeah, but I've heard tale of Indian racism. Please explain more.
I mean, when I was a kid, like my grandparents and my mom, everybody would just be like, "Stay out of the sun. You know, we don't want you to get any darker." My grandma used to give me these like painful fucking baths, where like she would scrub me the fuck down, and I'm like, "That's not how soap works. Like that's not."
I'm not dirty.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are there other slurs for darker Indians?
Just like, I guess like the word blackie, like black or like blackie, but like in Hindi. Yeah.
I love that one.
Very classic. Yeah.
In Brazil, they do that too. Well,
really?
they'll say negro. They'll say the color.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah. I had a Brazilian friend, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, we have them, and the ones that look like me are not nice to them." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
My favorite thing to do at a show, like whenever there's like people from other countries, I always like to ask them what they call their black people. Like, and it's because they get uncomfortable because everybody has like it's. I'm not accusing anybody or anything. I'm just like, if you're from like Argentina, I know there's black people in Argentina. What do you call them? What's your word for them? And like, when there's always a person that's always like, no, come on. What's your N word? What is it? You know, it's my favorite. It's
You
like,
should know them.
Yeah,
by now. Do you know like what does China call black people?
That's a good question. I should find
Right.
out because I know
So we're Guaylo, right? That's what we are.
Oh yeah.
We're Guaylo.
Yeah, Guaylo.
I don't really know what that means.
In Mexico, and I like my best friend is half Mexican. He told me this. They call black people mayate. It's like a really dark bug. It's like a scarab, and that's what they call black people.
Wow.
So I was at a show one time, and there was a guy from Mexico. I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you guys in Mexico? I heard you guys call black people mayate. He was like, no, that means cocksucker. I was like, no, it doesn't. Don't try to make yourself not racist. Okay, I know what it means.
No, man, we're not racist. We're homophobic.
Yeah,
We don't like the gays. Blacks are great, bro.
it's like that's how you guys are great at basketball. How do we? No, come on. I know what you call us. Just corroborate what I'm saying.
Okay, we use it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it's important. You got to know what the racist, because like you don't want to go to another country and then like they're talking about you and you don't want to know.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to know.
No, I'm.
So I've like worked in restaurants where like you walk by the kitchen and they start talking shit about you and you're like, oh, I caught it.
I want to know.
Now I thought they liked me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to know. If you're gonna talk shit, talk shit.
Well, I get
There's the barrier there.
I like especially like sometimes growing up like in New York, I would like I'm Haitian, but you know there's so many. I could be anything. I could be African, Jamaican, whatever. I was on a bus one time and this Haitian lady was talking shit about me in Creole, and I was like I didn't say shit right up until the point where I hit the thing to get off the bus, and I'm getting off the bus and I said it in Creole. I was like, you know, I understood you the whole time, right? And I just bounced, and I could I see her, like she was mortified.
Ooh, what a
was she saying?
sweet moment.
She was like calling me a thug, and like it was
What were you doing?
Nothing.
Punching girls?
Yeah, I was 14. I still had time.
Right.
The time limit hadn't expired.
Stan used it really well.
Yeah, you know, it's like you know, when you have a year to use like a gift card, you gotta use it or lose it. No, I don't know. It was just me and my friends. I'm sure we were being loud or whatever, but like she was just like she was like, look at this thug. He's like,
Who was she saying this to?
She was on the phone.
Oh.
Was she on the phone?
I don't know.
No, maybe not, because that was a long time ago. That was like 1998. Did people have phones back then?
Yeah, but
They had the big cell phone,
I didn't.
with the thing.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's around. She fucking.
Yeah.
No, she might have been talking. She was talking to somebody. She was either talking to somebody next to her or whatever. I don't remember. But
just to the bus at large.
I all I know is I could hear her say this, and I looked over and I was like, "Who the fuck is she talking to?"
Did you feel like Julia Roberts like when she gets to walk into the store and say, "Big mistake."
What's that from? I know that was
Pretty Woman.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. No, you know what it felt like? It felt like Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting, when he was like,
Do you like apples?
Yeah, how do you like them? I was like, I was like in Creole. I said, how do you like them apples? It doesn't translate well. I don't know, as you would imagine.
No.
How do you like them apples is not a phrase we say in Haiti.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the sweet, sweet moment that, because I speak fluent Russian.
Do you really?
I dead ass do. Yep.
Why?
My ex was Russian.
Did he pepper spray me?
No. What?
I don't know.
But yeah, so now I speak, because I actually, the reason I learned it is because I was like, are his parents talking shit about me? You know?
Shit.
So
and they were,
I mean,
and-
I just wanted to make sure,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Were they?
well, not, I mean, they knew as I was learning,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Right. They toned it down more and more.
She knows what we're saying.
So, but yeah, I'm waiting for that sweet, sweet moment that I'm out in the wild
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
some Russian
Well, you gotta go to
person
Russia.
says some, wait, what?
You should go to Russia.
Why would I do that?
It's cold. There's bears.
Vodka. There's
And vodka.
Vodka is
There's
also
a
around the
war.
corner at the liquor store.
Am I selling you on it yet?
No, I mean,
They hold people prisoner for like no reason.
I'm sure there's a good reason to go to Russia.
Yeah, the architecture.
Yeah, visit Chernobyl. I don't fucking know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Russia.
Can you visit Chernobyl?
No.
Actually, you can.
What?
Yeah.
I looked this up. There's tours. There's
Does it-
tours.
Do you have to
It's
like wear
all-
like a hazmat suit and shit?
No, but they say that you shouldn't like spend too much time there.
Yeah.
Don't go to the gift shop. Just go in,
and
see.
out. In and
Don't
out,
touch
take
the
a-
dog.
Don't take a picture. Just in and out.
That's-
Yeah, but you
If
can go
if-
there.
Yeah, because like I think everything that was all the radioactivity has like kind of died off
Mm-hmm.
by now. I mean, sucks for whoever lived in the area at the time, obviously, but I think I've heard you can visit. I wouldn't want to if there's. I don't think I would want to visit Chernobyl. I would go to Russia though. I would visit Russia.
Yeah, maybe eventually. I do feel like I should probably go to India first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never been to India?
Nope.
Is it why? Is it just because it just hasn't happened, or do you?
It just never worked out.
You have
Like
family there?
I have like one uncle that's
Yeah.
still there. The rest of my family's here.
Is he like a engineer or something? He's probably like super
No,
smart.
he's like a slumlord kind. Not a slumlord,
better,
but like
honestly,
it's
even
just
better.
like my grandfather had like a bunch of property, and now he just kind of took over that.
Okay.
Pretty
that's
good gig.
Yeah, I would like. I don't like every. I feel like there's a lot of these countries where, in pop culture, it just comes off as not great. I bet it's better. I'm sure there are nice.
Oh,
places
India's
everywhere.
definitly dope as fuck.
Yeah, right.
You know, there's a reason all those white women go
Yeah,
and come back
like-
like
They get the henna
slightly better
tattoos,
people.
yeah.
I found myself. It happened when I was on top of an elephant that was getting. It got beat to death because it wasn't very nice to me, but
Yeah.
I felt bad. But
Oh, my
I found
favorite. You ever hear
myself.
those stories about like?
Eat, pray, love.
Yeah.
that's right. And
ever-
now I pray every day, Indian style. And you're like, what's Indian style do? Crisscross
Crisscross
applesauce.
You ever hear those stories about like how elephants? Like there was an elephant that like fucking trampled a woman at her funeral.
Yeah, elephants love revenge,
Yeah,
dude.
yo-
They're
And
awesome.
they never forget.
They don't forget nothing, bro. It's hilarious. It's my
Right.
favorite.
That's where that saying has to come from. An elephant fucking attack someone
Yeah.
20 years later.
I don't remember what it was that the woman did to the elephant, but like the elephant remembered, fucking traveled like miles to kill this lady, and then at the funeral, elephant showed up again and was like, "Nah, we ain't done, bitch." Wow. That's fucking hysterical to me.
It's petty as
Yeah.
shit. Well,
And you know, in India, they cremate people and like a big public, and it's not
Oh,
like
really?
it's not like in America where they throw you in like an incinerator. It's like
Yeah.
they light you on fire.
And you watch people do it. Like that's
Well,
crazy.
Yeah,
yeah, like
Like a
um,
Viking funeral.
Like
yeah,
they set
I
up
guess.
logs and then they put your body in. They put some more logs on you.
ceremonial.
And then you guys light some s'mores. And
Hell
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
dude.
But
But it tastes
yeah.
better. Would you plan on going to India at some point?
I really want to do it like ASAP. I want to do it this
Yeah.
year. I think I'm gonna have a full-on identity crisis.
Fuck yeah, dude.
do you
If
think
I
Indian
don't-
birthright? Do you think they have that?
They should have that. They should do Indian birthright.
They should.
You just
they
go
really
you
should.
go out. You get on a plane. Just a bunch of Indians just hook up. Like there's some guy named Gurpreet or something. I love Indian names. They're my favorite.
Capri?
Gurwinder.
Gurpreet. Okay.
Gurpreet. There's like I used to work.
There's some silly ones.
I used to work at a taxi company, so I would.
Oh, so you know them all.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, all of them. Pashwinder, fucking. Oh man, it's my favorite because like my favorite thing too is like when like I'll say their name correctly because I'm just used to saying it, and they get surprised. They're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, it's your name. I'm not gonna fuck it up. I'll also ask you. Also, I've always wanted to write a spec script for a TV show for there's a doctor who solves crimes.
Okay.
And I want to call it MD, MD, MD. No? All right.
Explain it.
Muhammad is.
It'll be really funny when you explain it.
Because Muhammad's like really, it's like a really like common name. It's like the most common name in India, and they shorten it.
Oh, and
MD.
his name is Muhammad.
Yeah, it's Muhammad,
And
his
MD.
doctor, and
So
then the
it's like
MD.
MD,
Gotcha.
MD.
Yeah, no, that was just as funny as it was.
I thought it was great. All right,
I did live next door to an Indian kid,
Yeah.
and his name was Shathid, and it was spelled like shithead.
Oh my god.
And I hated Shathid. See, we'd take the bus home together, and he would just roast me all the time.
What?
He's such a mean little shit. But then he would like knock on my door and be like, "Can Nick come outside?" And my mom would be like, "Go hang out with Shathid." And I'd be like, "I don't want to hang out with Shathid." And she goes, "Stop being racist. Go hang out with Shathid." I'm like, "No, he's a dick." I have no problem. I didn't even notice it. I noticed it, but I didn't. It wasn't in my thing yet. It wasn't in my personality.
I just love the idea that Shathid wants you to come out so he can roast you more.
Yeah, or he had like a basketball hoop in his driveway.
Of course he did.
And he
Was he good?
No.
All right, well,
No, what he would do is he would like, let's run drills. I'm like, we're
What?
just two of us. And you're like,
He wants to do suicides?
you're like 4 feet tall. And he's like throwing it at my head. Like, chest passing it
Yeah.
into my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wasn't looking at you. What are you doing? And he's like, you got to be ready, dude. And then I did it to him and he cried.
Good.
What
and
a
then
bitch.
Yeah, and then we had to have a sit down of why I can't hit Shathid because I'm bigger than him. And I'm like, I
Maybe you should
can't.
eat beef.
Yeah.
Get a little bigger.
Hey,
What?
be nice.
You guys don't eat beef, right? Is that the thing?
I mean, I eat it like twice a year. Yeah.
Is it like special?
It is really special. I'm like, I deserve a steak today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
How do you order your
Yeah.
steaks?
I am a medium person, not a medium rare person, which I know is the preferred thing.
It's all
Okay,
right.
it's okay.
How about you, Nick? How do you order your steaks?
Medium rare.
That's right.
I like the
order my
pink.
steaks rare because by the time it gets to you, it's still cooking.
Okay.
Only at a good steakhouse though. You can't go to like Applebee's and get a medium rare steak. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, I actually thought I didn't like steak for a really long time because the first time I tried it was at an Applebee's.
Yeah. That'll ruin.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
don't get
"Ugh."
good food at
Nah,
an
yeah.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
That'll ruin it for you.
You get like chicken fingers.
Yeah.
At the Applebee's.
Shrimp, something. Yeah, you don't
Not
want
easy.
It was like high school. I was like
Yeah.
out with a bunch of people, and they're like, "You've never tried beef?" And I was like, "You've never met Indian people."
Right.
And when somebody was like, "I dare you to try it," and I was like, "I'm stoned, sure," And I was like, "I don't like it."
You were
Yeah.
better off with the burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could have done that.
Yeah.
Don't get the T-bone at Applebee's.
No.
Better off with the nachos. Let's be real.
I mean, if we're being,
Nachos,
if we're
that's
being
good
honest.
stuff.
Yeah. If we're being honest, because like if you go to like a legit steakhouse, you get. I like to I'll go, like Peter Luger's. You go to Peter Luger's, order black and blue, because by the time it comes to you, they'll like.
oh, and the plate is hot too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
Peter Luger's, even if it's undercooked, you can take it and like slide it across the plate, and it'll keep cooking because the plate is so hot. So,
Yeah, or you could just order it cooked.
well,
You could do that too.
I mean, like you don't want to it's very easy to overcook a steak.
Yeah.
And there's no going back.
Yeah, and once you've done that, it's like,
Right. You can't make it colder.
right. Yeah, once you've overcooked it, it's like, all right, this is we've reached the point of no return.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want it like almost alive.
No,
Like, isn't that what black and blue is? Like, they didn't
Yeah.
do. They
sear
it's raw, but it's hot now.
Yeah,
It's-
they sear it on both sides,
Uh-huh.
and then they bring it out.
okay.
It's not cold in the middle. Well, yeah, it is. Black and blue is it'll still be cold in the middle, but it's
Yeah,
it's,
that sounds delicious.
It is.
It's
pretty
tartar.
Good. Yeah. Oh, man,
I've had tartar.
Yeah.
I've had steak tartar. That was like I had to be convinced, because like that's
Because it's raw.
That's ground beef, which you're handing me right there, but it's such good quality meat that like you trust it.
Yeah, and then it's like I don't know. They put like some acidic things in it to like kill any bacteria and blah blah blah.
It's like when
it's
if
sushi.
you like
It's
marinate,
beef sushi.
Yeah, if you like marinate chicken with like lemon or like any sort of lemon juice, like you'll see like the acid already starts to cook the chicken a little bit. I mean, obviously you don't eat it, but that's
So are you saying if I just dip chicken in lemon juice and just let it sit for a while?
theoretically yes.
Mm.
Like the acid will start to cook the chicken, but like not cook it. It'll remove enough bacteria where it might not kill you.
Mm.
But wouldn't take that chance.
Yeah, food poisoning's a bitch.
Yeah,
I never had
salmonella is not fun.
You ever had to shit in a cup for a doctor?
No.
Same.
Yeah,
It's not fun.
Well, I knew
Why
it
did
was
you do it?
salmonella.
I had terrible food poisoning from buying discounted caviar. Okay, so
What? Priya, no.
Wait,
Never
was it-
get the
I was
fish
dating
on
a Russian
sale.
too.
Yeah, was it a Russian ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, I was at the grocery, at like a Russian grocery store, and I developed a taste for the caviar because
What does caviar taste like?
you've never had caviar?
It's like a spread.
I've never had caviar. No.
Well, it's like oily-ish, fishy-ish.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
oily-ish, fishy-ish, and it kind of bursts in your mouth.
Oh, because it's like little bubbles, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's eggs.
Yeah, and it's really good, like on a piece of bread with some butter.
All right.
And so I was like, I think I want to. I was getting like stuff to take to work for like lunch, and I was like, I'm gonna get this little tin of
Caviar.
on sale
That's
caviar.
the fanciest thing I've ever heard. I'm bringing caviar in my lunchbox.
I know, but if you go to like the right places in like South Brooklyn, it's actually not that expensive for
Yeah.
like a little tin.
Okay.
Which is why I got food poisoning.
Yeah. Actually, it's not that expensive. If you're buying it a bunch, it is.
Yeah.
If you're buying black caviar, it's really expensive.
Oh,
How much is a can of black caviar?
Well, for like a 3 ounce, I eat caviar on New Year's every year. So yeah, for like a little 3 ounce tin, maybe like $30. It could range from $30 to $100.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, depending on like what kind of
How many
fish.
servings is that, you think?
That's quite a few. That's
Okay.
like if you can make like an entire tray of like crackers with
Okay.
caviar on it with that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I've never been in I've never had cat because it's never just been around it. I'd be curious to try it. So you had to shit in a cup
I had to shit in a cup. Yep.
to prove that you had food poisoning?
For them to
Because
figure
it
out what
was-
kind.
Oh, okay.
Because it was fish babies. Does that technically make it a birth?
Oh,
Or an abortion.
there it is. just a million tiny abortions all over. I
Found Nemo. Get it out of me.
I had to shit in the cup. Like I saw a gastroenterologist because I was like right around when I turned like 30, 31 or whatever, and I have IBS. So like they were like, I started having stomach problems. They're like, we think you have IBS, but so they gave you. I don't know about you, but they gave me a kit, and I had to shit every day, and put it in like these vials with like a solution, and I had to bring it to the lab, I had to poop 4 days into these little cups. So they give you like a little like a bowl.
They gave you apparatus?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just sent me home with a fucking cup.
Nah, dude. Like, so it was like a bowl and like 4 vials. And each vial has solution in it. So you shit in the bowl, and then you scoop
Like a pan, like from like
sort of like
from
a
like the
big
Middle Ages, where you just
sort of, yeah.
a little
yeah.
then
It was
a
plastic, yeah.
a monk comes and cleans it with a
you-
brush.
it was like, "Ugh." And so there's a little scooper in each
Uh-huh.
in each vial, and you have to use that scooper and scoop like enough poop to go into the vial, and then you close it up, and you got to put it back in the bag and keep it in a damp, cool place. So like right by the toilet bowl.
Oh my goodness.
So I did that every day for 4 days, and then I had to bring it back to the lab so they could test it, just to tell me that I have IBS. I could have told you that. Yeah.
You're like, I knew.
I didn't. That's why I came. It's like, I have IBS. Let's find out for sure. Like,
I know for sure.
yeah.
I had to shit in a cup once,
Oh.
and it was really weird because
It wasn't at a doctor's office.
well, it was for these two Asian women, and they were spreading it all over each other, and they had sex with it.
Yeah.
It was a really popular internet video in the
Two
early
Girls, One Cup?
2000s.
Yeah, 2 Girls, 1
I'm
Cup.
the guy.
Yeah.
I'm the guy from 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Have you ever seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
I think so.
I mean, you would know if you saw it.
I-
There would be no thoughts about it.
Yeah, is it the one? No, that's Tub Girl. Do you guys remember Tub Girl?
Yeah.
Which one was 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
2 Girls, 1
Yeah,
Cup
it's
is
these-
the one where like somebody shits on like an ice cream cone, and these 2 girls eat the shit, and then they're like making out. Yeah, it was wild.
I didn't see that one.
I
Yeah.
don't think you want to.
I don't know if you can find it anymore.
You probably can't. 2 Girls, 1 Cup
can.
is probably hard to find. Remember,
You're gonna risk getting that virus.
there was for some reason that was a thing back in the day with cups. Like,
Yeah.
remember One Guy, One Jar?
No.
Oh my God,
Lemon
Guy, One Jar is
Party.
gnarly. Huh?
Lemon Party.
Lemon Party? I remember Lemon Party.
What was Lemon Party?
It was the old people.
Yeah, it was like yeah, they were like they were peeing on each other, right?
There was something
Yeah, it was
going on.
Oh my
like
goodness.
old naked swingers and shit.
Hell yeah. The internet used to be the most fun
Wild,
place
Wild
in the
West,
world.
dude. It still is. It still is, but like
I feel like it's all corporate now.
well, it's all.
That's what memes
it's all
are.
clean- it's
Memes
all
are
clean.
corporate.
Yeah, it's all cleaned up, but you can find the wild shit that you want to find.
That's true.
There's
Yeah,
a
you gotta dig.
There's a website called Reddit List.
Yep.
You found it?
I'm not gonna watch the video. I'm just gonna look at some still images because
enough.
Wow, you found it that quick too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, that's the one.
That came from my butt.
Yeah, he's the guy. No, one guy, one jar was a guy.
It's for nice consistency, good fiber intake.
They had me do it for a month to lead up to the video. It was
No
crazy.
corn. You couldn't
Yeah,
have corn.
you'd be surprised how big of a production it was. Newspaper all over the floor. It was,
One guy, one jar was basically exactly what it sounds like. It was a guy that shoved the glass jar up his ass.
Oh, I
And
heard
then-
of this.
Yeah, the jar broke in his ass. It was bad. That's Brad's burning my brain.
Can you die like that?
Probably.
Sure.
You have a lot. There's your
it's like
butt.
vessels.
Yeah, a lot of blood. You could lose. You lose a lot of blood that way.
Right, and then nobody wants to be at the hospital
No.
with the I shoved a glass jar up my ass.
Picking pieces of glass out of somebody's fucking butthole.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the internet
It used to be a lot of fun. You ever do bestgore.com? You ever go on there?
best gore.
Yeah.
No,
That one was for like when the fucked up kid in the classroom.
there was always one. Yeah,
Yeah, the one who wore like the skull T-shirt and like wore a hoodie in June. That
Yeah,
kid.
Yeah,
He always was the one that would find you this website.
yeah.
And it was like
Oh, Maya's here.
Hey,
it was
Maya.
like a dog like Maya like
Yeah.
ripping a guy apart.
Yeah.
Or like there's like the guy would show videos, and I would watch him
Yeah. Whoa.
because I was always in there. When it got so deep until it got to a decapitation,
Yeah.
and then I was like, all right, I'm good.
I think that's the cut. When it cut off. Decapitation is where I draw the line a little bit.
Well, you ever see the Louis C.K. joke where he's like, when you get your head cut off, the worst part is how dumb you look. It's true. It's because you really do like you make that face.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
It takes a while.
Yeah. There's no like movie like and then it goes somewhere and then it you have to like
It's a lot
try.
of back and forths.
Yeah.
You
No
have-
one's ever cut someone's
That's
head off
impossible.
like and then moved on with their day.
Impossible.
Your day is cutting the
That's-
head off.
What about a really good katana?
I mean,
I
you
don't
still-
think
you still
so.
need-
I think
you
you
still
need
the
a
upper body
second
strength.
one.
Yeah, exactly. You need the upper body. I feel like 2 swings at least.
2
You need
hacks.
2 swings, and like
Yeah.
I'm talking about, it has to be the perfect. You gotta hit it in the right spot with the right strength and speed to lop it off.
Oh,
It's
but there's
hard.
also your spine. I guess that's a bone,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta cut
Hell yeah,
through
it's
it.
bone.
You gotta cut through it. That's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. No one. I don't think you have to be immensely strong
Yeah.
to be able to just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
cleave a head.
And it has to be like I'm telling you, it has to be at the perfect. Like you can't have a guy like this. You guys have to be like that, know?
Right. He has to have good posture.
Yeah.
No shoulder pads.
That's right here. Just
Not
fucking-
tense.
Yeah.
Right, not tense. It's just like, all right. Because, yeah, you tense up. The bone is probably like, the muscle is stronger around it.
That's right. I bet back then that it was really popular to work out your neck muscles.
Right. 'Cause
That way, when you could at least take one.
Now,
Here's
here's the question, though. What about, like, I'm sure with a guillotine, it's much easier.
Well, yeah, it's a
'Cause
giant blade coming down.
It's the speed that it's coming down with.
Yeah, I'm sure like that executioner axe that works because it's really heavy and it's
and you get the force.
Yeah, but like
swinging
it's
down.
not like you're not. It's like if we meet in a fight, you can't just like
No,
slice my shit
it's
off.
not happening.
Can't do
Like
it.
the anime stuff where like you see somebody fucking that's not happening.
No, but they do get fucked by tentacles. They do that.
That happens. That's
That
real.
happens all the time.
I've never been to Japan, but I can corroborate.
It happens in Florida too.
People keep fucking octopi. You gotta stop fucking octopi, man.
I heard it's not octopi anymore. It's octopuses.
What?
They changed it.
They gotta stop doing that, man. When I grew up, fucking Pluto was a planet.
I mean, an Octopussy. Octopussy is a movie.
Octopussy
Yeah,
is a
it's
movie.
a James Bond movie.
Yeah. That's wild.
I think that's the only reason that movie got sold. They were like, I'm gonna go see Octopussy.
That was the thing. Like old James Bond movies, there was always like there was a character named Pussy Galore. It was like that was why you went. It was like I want to hear the pun this time. What's the Easter egg that I'm gonna know about? Like funny names from.
What was GoldenEye? Was that just a guy with a gold eye?
I think the GoldenEye was the gun. I don't know. I'm just flashing back to Nintendo 64 and playing that game.
Yeah.
And
I
they just
think
had
GoldenEye might have
that
been the
fire
gun.
gold gun. I want a gun just like that one day.
When you get your gun
Yeah.
on your way to India.
Yeah. When they make it legal for all women in the land to have guns.
Yeah,
I think they should, honestly.
it'd be a crazy time. Every guy would be so nice.
Yeah, GoldenEye is the gun.
GoldenEye's the gun.
Yeah.
Well, you ever hear that Golden Eye or something like that is like it's a poetic way to just talk about heroin? You ever hear that?
No.
No?
You really are from Staten Island.
Yeah. I'm from Florida. We do meth there, but I know of heroin. But it's because there's so you weren't here. We were talking about 80s rock bands.
Yeah.
And Motley Crue, their bassist, his name is Nicky Six.
Yeah.
And he had one of the craziest heroin problems of all time. Like he was registered dead for 3 hours once, and then
fuck.
woke up. And he was like, no, this shit happens. And you're like, no, you believe shit happens because it's your brain, and it explains that you're dying. Anyway, he does an album on his own. It's called The Heroin Diaries, and it's just about his process of getting sober. And it's brutal to listen to from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And there's one song in there called The Girl with Golden Eyes, and it's about him constantly choosing heroin over his wife. And how it's it just keeps pulling you in and all that.
Well, they say that.
Yeah.
It's heroin is tough to kick. It's I don't think anybody.
Yeah.
You,
And then there's that other song. It's called Golden Brown.
what's that?
It's a song about heroin. It was in that show on the Netflix show about the superheroes. Umbrella Academy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a song in there. It's called Golden Brown. That's about heroin too. Anything golden, heroin.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, heroin. I don't think I've ever you can. It's hard to kick heroin. I went to see my cousin when he was in rehab in New Hampshire, and it was they have when they first get there, it's called a blackout period, so they're not allowed to use their phones for 3 weeks, no contact, whatever, right? And then they do a family weekend, and you come up for 2 days. You spend time or whatever. So the first day we get there, the whole first half of the day is just the families. There was a guy's wife, another person's parents, and it was a lot of parents. So then everybody talks about why they're there, who they're there for, and the whole process. And then
It's emotional.
yeah, right. Maybe burp. So then the second half of the day, they bring the clients in, the patients or whatever, and they kind of like it's almost like an intervention because like they talk about this is this is what you put us through and this is we're all that stuff. And most of the people were there for like there was a couple people there for crack. There was a guy that was there for alcohol. My cousin was in because it was alcohol and like painkillers or whatever. There was a girl in there like young, 20 maybe 21, and she was in there for heroin. And I'm like, that's wild. And like
I bet she was pretty fun though.
Let me tell you something. She was like it hadn't worked yet. Like the heroin hadn't hit her yet.
Oh, I was talking about being hot. I was talking about she's probably a real good hang.
just a fun person.
Yeah. Like really
down
sweet.
for whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'll just go to.
I'll just whatever. I'll suck your dick.
You're like, you want to hang out by the railroad tracks? She's like, fuck yeah, dude. Let's
Yeah,
go
which railroad tracks? What do you mean, which railroad tracks? Well, I like these ones in New Hampshire a lot. All right, yeah, let's go to those.
Dude, at one point, they make her turn to her mom face to face, right? So they're right across from each other, and they're like, all right, tell your mom what's on your mind. And she's like,
heroin.
Yeah. Dude, she goes, I had to walk out because I was like, I'm going to laugh. Because we're terrible human beings. She goes, I just want you to know that heroin, I would have done anything for heroin. Like, there's nothing I wouldn't have done for heroin. And my first thought was like, anything? Like, anything? Like, that's a lot. Is there anything, is there something in the world that you would do anything for? No. Right? Yeah.
No.
Right? I like
comedy, dude. Well, I'm married to the business.
Honestly, yeah. I am.
No, I wouldn't
I'm
do
married
that.
to the game.
No, because there are people that would like do naked roast battles.
I've done that.
You've done those.
I
won't do it.
You wouldn't do a naked roast battle?
No.
How about you?
You gotta be fully nude.
Yeah. I mean, you can wear sneakers, I guess. I don't know.
That's odd. That's more odd. But I feel like that takes away from it being a roast battle. No.
No. Well,
No?
I don't, because I feel like from watching them and being in one, it feels like once the first joke lands or doesn't, whatever, it stops being about
You being naked.
you being naked.
Was this at Skankfest?
I did it at Skankfest, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then the year after I did it, I went. That was 2019, and I watched it. It was, again, it's like even having done it, I was just like, when the year after, there was a few people in it that I knew that I was like, don't worry about it. Like once you tell your first joke, it's like it stops being a thing. Until someone's like, it's like someone makes a joke about you being naked. And it's like, then it's like, but the thing is, all the judges are naked. Zach is usually naked.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. Well, Zach, if he's not, he's either naked or he's, if he's usually wearing like some kind of wild fucking like leather outfit or whatever. Like the year I did it, he's also doing wild shit.
Not like a bathing suit, like a.
The year I did it, he was wearing
real
like
little
leather, like a leather Speedo.
Oh,
with,
like one of those
spikes in it.
Borat
Shit.
things, but leather.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then he like has people staple money to his face and shit. Zach Amico is a wild dude.
Sounds like he might be on heroin.
No, if you look at him, no.
I've never seen a fat heroin addict ever, so I don't know. But I think he's like done some wild drugs, but
Yeah, that's a guy who does that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But
he's like a
yeah.
carnival person. He's like a carny.
Yeah.
So like he knows how to get stapled without hurting himself. And he must have a high threshold for pain. Super sweet guy too, by the way. Super nice guy.
Yeah, we are coming to the ending time.
Yeah.
Priya, what's going on?
What do you got? What do you got?
What do you got coming up?
Plug.
Oh, what do I got? I will be roasting Lou Misano from the West Coast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hello.
Actually, at Grove 34.
Okay.
On February 15th.
Nice. All right.
It's good stuff.
Definitely great if you could come out to that because
How
I
was,
plan
how was
on
LA?
toasting him. LA was LA. Everybody talks a lot about the weather.
Yeah.
The weather is great. But
Once you get over the weather, though.
Yeah.
yeah, once
So
you get over the
dog
weather, you're like, the people are shit.
Really?
Yeah.
The store was cool though. You had a good time at the store.
Yeah, the store was fun. Roasting out there was fun. Doing comedy out there was fun.
Did
The thing that's
Crystalia try
annoying
to-
about like comedians out in LA is like that they're all comedians / actors. And like they're more actors than comedians. They're just
even the roasters.
No, the roasters, I want to say some of the roasters I met really fucking top notch.
Yeah.
I lost to somebody in LA.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I did 2 roasts out there. I won one and I lost the other.
Who'd you beat?
I beat Max Halpert. He used to be
He was here for a long
Yeah,
time.
he was in New York for a
He
while.
lives in LA now?
He lives in LA now.
Okay, yeah, he's an
That
actor.
makes sense for him.
He has actor vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice guy. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's crazy because everybody's in LA is like, how could you live in New York? It's it's got all those rats and all that garbage.
Yeah.
And like
You guys have that too. It's-
the rats are just the people,
Yeah.
okay? And the fucking garbage is just the homeless people.
Yeah.
Like they're just littered everywhere.
There's
you
probably
know?
more of them, or the more that you see because it's so nice out.
And they're so brazen.
The homeless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they're on meth. I like a good New York crackhead.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
They have a little shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like keep to themselves,
They're
you
like
know?
rats. They scuttle away, do their crack, and
Yeah.
then they leave you
Yeah.
alone.
Every once in a while, there's one that wants to perform.
Right. But
And
that's because he wants more crack.
yeah, pretty much. And or like they jerk off on the subway or something like
See, the
that.
problem is meth lasts too long. Like you be on meth for like 3 days. You smoke crack. That's 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes to be a crackhead. And
Yeah.
You got to find more crack.
Yeah.
Like so you're just out just doing stuff. It's very New York mentality. You gotta your only thought right now is to get more
Crack is the New Yorker's drug.
yeah, yeah, meth. You know, like that's like Northern California. Like you, it takes a while to make. You need a lab.
Yeah.
You got to know science, right? And then I've heard somebody was on meth. Like they smoked meth and they were like high for like 3 days. That's too long. It's too long to be high.
And they're just too unpredictable.
Yeah.
Crackheads are a little more
Yeah.
predictable.
Yeah, you know crackhead behavior.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you see it, you can avoid it. Meth,
Yeah.
you don't know. You don't know. Who'd you lose to?
Effie Meadows. Effie
Okay.
Meadows.
I'm not familiar, but
They're a trans woman.
oh, sick. All right.
Yeah.
See, they can do.
They're
whatever yeah.
they're good. They're
Yeah.
fun people.
Yeah.
They're good at being mean.
Yeah.
Very.
They're very good at it.
Yeah.
I've learned from watching Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, that they're gays, drag queens, trans people, like they're hilarious because they gotta be mean. And like even
They're
when
meaner than like Nazis.
yeah,
This person said some things and
So reevaluating my life.
it was oh my god. So there were also a few times where I really leaned into the joke and it kind of like I had just cut my own bangs earlier that day and she called me Slumdog cuts her own hair. And I into the microphone go, I literally cut my bangs earlier today. And like it was a second eruption of laughter.
Oh no.
She made another joke where it was like about 7-Eleven. Something about like me being a slut at 7-Eleven. Either way, I'm giving out Slurpees every night.
that's good.
So good, right? I love it when
Damn.
people like, yeah.
Yeah, so, like we've talked about roast battle shows a lot, and it's just like some of them, you really start to appreciate a good roast joke, because like there's so many that aren't good, and you've judged them. Like there's so many that aren't great.
A lot of bad ones.
Yeah, a lot of bad
Yeah.
ones. So like when there's a good one, it's like okay, good. It's not a totally dead art form.
Yeah.
Right. I've made some bad choices in roast battles where
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny to do a theme for an entire battle.
Yeah.
And judges don't like it.
I think it
I don't
depends.
like it.
It depends where. I think it depends where. Like I said, I did one at Caviar recently, and I forget the guy's name. Aaron. I forget his last name, but he roasted Lee Land. And he went through hours of her podcast and clipped. He clipped like he basically edited her saying fucked up shit. And it's just like it was so. I think I have it on video.
That's
I gotta
too
send it
much.
to
I
you.
wouldn't
It's
do all
so
that.
good. I asked him how long it took him. He was like, it was hours, 25 hours of
Oh, Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
He listened to her every podcast she ever did, I think.
Fuck
and
that.
just clipped different things together, like her saying, "I hate gay people," like shit like that. It was-
Oh, that's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I think Adam Christopher did it at Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
last
He did a
week.
robot.
Yeah,
I was there.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I roasted Lynette Palladino.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I won.
Nice.
It was great.
Yeah. The last time I tried a theme thing, I went against Young Me Meyer.
Okay.
So everything was about
Ooh.
young me. I was talking to young me.
Yeah.
And my favorite one was, it's funny that your name is Young Me because young me used to jerk off to Asian moms all the time. And yeah, the only one that wasn't that one was young me. I have something to say to you. I once told you that Coca-Cola was my favorite drink, and it makes me very upset that since you found out, you keep going pee-pee in my Coke. And she's Asian, and like me, Chinese, me,
Yeah.
joke. And that got a laugh, but like I rewatched it recently, and I felt like the judges were a little unfair. They were not very nice to me.
How were the judges in LA?
I mean, I guess I have like a little bit of rapport with Jeff Ross. Like
Yeah.
he's seen me like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And they sometimes they'll have like people that are really into roasting, like judging, and then they'll have like some like just random comics that aren't really involved in the roast scene or whatever, come through, and pretty fair. I would say pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the roast battle league that they've been doing on YouTube, that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Cause
Is that the LA one?
Well, they get clips from all over the country.
Everywhere.
Oh,
So
okay.
the one that happens here, Dan Wicks and them, they send clips from these roast battles.
Mm-hmm.
Like they sent one, the battle between me and Talent, in that,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't hold back on their thoughts about me, even though I thought my jokes were good, but it is what it is. Talent has actually become a pretty good roaster very quickly.
Huh.
I think he's a good I think he's a good comic, but what's going on outside?
It's just New York City. We do have to cut
we
it.
got to wrap up.
We got another one.
Priya, so you've got a roast coming up February 15th. Where's that? At Grove?
At Grove 34.
Sick. All right. Anything else you got going on?
Let's pull this thing out. I'm gonna be on Denise Hotbox podcast later this week.
That's Denise Sibbs,
Denise
right?
Sibbs, right?
Denise
Yeah.
Sibbs, yeah.
You guys get high and talk? Is that what it is?
Yup.
Sick. I can't do that. I get too paranoid.
I'm doing.
I would just listen.
I'm doing this storytelling show
Oh.
on the 16th in Jersey City,
Okay.
where I will be speaking very in depth about my breakup.
Okay.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Very good. Then we
Nick.
can't wait to see those things.
Nick, what do you got coming up?
Oh Jesus! February 11th, roasting Pat Haggerty at Applejack's in Keensburg.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight I'm doing Jared Waters' show in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of other stuff. I put out a thing on my Instagram where I dressed like Abraham Lincoln, and I thought that was funny. What do you have?
Nothing. No. I forgot the date. I think it's the 16th. Father Knows Best. Come through to that. February. I think it's the last Sunday in February. Leap of Faith at QED. Come out to that. Otherwise, just follow me on Instagram and like my tweets.
All right, that's it. Goodbye.